how's it going, everybody? Long time. Feels like I haven't done a video in a while. I hope everybody's been enjoying their summer. I know I have. It's been a pretty busy summer actually for me. And I don't know about you, but I'm ready for fall. It's been a nasty hot summer out here on the East Coast. And well, you know what fall means. Fall means note season. And I've got a special treat here today, and that is the Samsung Galaxy Note 10. That's right, the standard Note 10. I was excited about this, to get, you know, the Note 10 and its features and flagship specs, but in a bit of a smaller package here, because I like to use my phones one-handed pretty much full time. You know, obviously you're going to use it two-handed when you're using the S Pen probably, but I just think it's a lot nicer. Obviously, to each their own. I actually had a Note 9 as well, obviously a giant phone, but I enjoyed that too. It's just if I had the option, I'd like to go with the smaller Note. And now we do have the option, and options are great. Anyway, enough babbling. You're here for an unboxing, so that's what I'm going to give you here. I pre-ordered the Note 10 in Aura Glow from T-Mobile. And by now, I mean, if you're watching this video, you probably already know the specs. This only comes in a 256 gigabyte storage variant and 8 gigabytes of RAM, which should be more than plenty. So yeah, let's get started here. Slice this open without slicing open my finger, hopefully. All right, presentation very nice here. Got the blue S Pen, which comes with the Aura Glow. And so far the contents in the box looks pretty much like the S10 did. Took a little finagling here to get out. Okay, very nice. All right, so what we have here, we've got the booklet with the SIM ejector tool, I'm sure, in here, and some terms and conditions from T-Mobile. I'm not sure I saw this before their phones. Maybe I just missed it. Anyway, I don't think many people read that. I'm gonna file that off to the side there. What else we got here? Okay. Aha. So Samsung is letting us know that this plastic on the front is indeed a pre-installed screen protector. They did not mention that with the S10. The S10 did come pre-installed with a screen protector, but you know, people weren't sure if it was or it wasn't. It was a little bit flimsy, but I mean, it did its job. I don't like it very much, and I took it off my S10. I don't like screen protectors, and I'm probably going to do the same and take it off of this phone as well. But I don't know if it was the whole Galaxy Fold thing that prompted them to include this little bit of information, but yeah, for those that aren't aware, obviously the Galaxy Fold had an issue with some devices being ruined by a plastic protective layer being removed. People weren't sure if it was part of the phone or a screen protector. I think that one was adhered to the phone a lot more strongly than a regular screen protector, but people were making that mistake nevertheless. So there's that. Got a start guide here, and let me gently file this off to the side just for now, and we'll take a look at it, see what else we got in the box. So got a SIM card from T-Mobile. Let's see what else we got here. All right, now obviously the wall adapter, the AC adapter here, is a little bit larger because it charges a little bit faster. You can see here all the specs you want. Now obviously the larger, the Note 10 Plus, comes with an even faster plugged-in charging, but not sure if you need it as much on the regular Note 10, just because the battery's smaller anyway. It's going to charge up pretty fast, but you've got to buy that adapter separate anyway. And we've got our, let's see, this is a USB-C to USB-C cable. Yep, instead of USB-C to USB-A as in the past. So most PCs probably still have USB-C-A connectors, so you may need that if you want to connect your phone to your PC and take advantage of all those nifty new Windows 10 features that come with the Note 10. I'm excited about trying that out. And of course, AKG tuned headphones. Now these are obviously USB-C because there is no 3.5mm headphone jack anymore in the Samsung flagships, RIP. Now I wasn't super bothered by that, to be honest. I'm a bit of a nostalgic guy, so I would rather it be there. It'd be nice to have it, but I didn't really care very much that they removed that. I've been on various truly wireless earbuds for a while now. The Samsung Galaxy Buds for one. I also like the B&O. I forgot what they were called, but B&O makes a pair of truly wireless earbuds that I enjoyed as well. So this also comes with some ear tips here that you can adjust if you need. And you've got your OTG cable here. This is USB-A to USB-C for transferring data. I'll probably be taking advantage of that. And that's about it. So let's take a closer look at this beauty. All right, the Samsung Galaxy Note 10. Woo! Okay, that Aura Glow is something else in person, let me tell you. And I will be doing more videos as well. I'll do a video kind of showing what this color looks like in sort of day-to-day life, because it seems like it's been a little extra, let's say, in the reviews and the review videos. It's like they're trying to bring out the glow and they'll shine light on it. And even they've mentioned that when there is not light shining directly on it, then it's more of a kind of a mirror silver finish. So I'll see what that's like for myself, and I'll make a video on that as well. But man, this thing is really nice. Got the S Pen in here. It's already kind of partially taken out there for you, just to show you that it's there. So let me do a quick size comparison here with the regular S10. So this is the Samsung Galaxy S10. It's a Prism white 512 GB variant, and I have loved this phone, and I think I've gotten more compliments on this phone than any other I've ever owned, just like for the aesthetics of it. And I love the Prism white, and I was considering getting white in the Note 10, but the white in the Note 10 seems to be just a regular true white, and it's nice, but it's not the Prism white of the S10. So I went with the Aura Glow, and I'll tell you what, they're about the same size. I mean, obviously you have more squared off, boxier edges here, as opposed to the rounder ones on the S10. But I mean, size-wise, they are very similar. I mean, just barely wider, and almost not taller at all, but barely wider, maybe a millimeter or two. I'm not sure the exact dimensions, but I like the way this felt in the hand. But I think I'm gonna like this even more because it's slightly heavier and wider. It's just fuller in the hand. I mean, my hands are not small, despite me preferring phones that aren't huge. But I think I'm gonna like the feel of this a little bit more. I've always liked kind of the boxier phones ever since the Nokia Lumia line. In fact, there was obviously some controversy regarding what the metal chassis here, what the material was, whether it was stainless steel or aluminum. And I was actually happy to find out that it was aluminum, because if any of you owned, well, let's say the iPhone, for example, the iPhone 10 or the 10s, you know that you get scratches and nicks on that stainless steel out of nowhere. You could be babying that phone, even having it in a case, and you're gonna see it. You're gonna see scratches and nicks, and you don't know where they came from on that stainless steel. I had an iPhone 10 for a while. You might have seen in my previous videos, and I noticed that. So I used a clear case on that one, even though I typically like to kind of rock my phones without a case. But the aluminum and the finish that Samsung uses on the aluminum, it just seems more durable. Obviously, if you get coins or keys on there, it's going to scratch a little bit. There's going to be some nicks, but yeah, I like the aluminum a little bit more. It keeps the polished finish here on the metal chassis that was on the S10. I know people were comparing this to the P30 Pro, which kind of had a kind of matte brushed aluminum on the top. I did not like that. I much prefer how it looks on here. yeah, so I'm gonna peel these off, and then I'll go put my information into the phone, maybe do the smart switch thing, and then I guess we'll kind of walk through the OS together. So there you go. 3, 2, 1. All right. Yes, sir. She is a beaut. Now I'm right next to the window, so there's sun shining through, and I think that's why you see the glow a little bit extra than maybe you otherwise would. Anyway, let me get this thing kind of set up, and then we'll see what it's all about. All right, guys, we are back, and one thing I forgot to mention during the unboxing portion was that in this same little piece of packaging where you had your OTG, there was this S Pen extraction tool that was kind of hidden in there, and it comes with a couple of pen tips. Those would be a black pen tip and a white one, so they've got that in there as well. All right, so I transferred some of my data. At least I like to transfer my photos, my videos. Not quite into transferring app data. I've just found that in the past sometimes it can make things a little quirky. They probably since corrected that a long time ago, but I like to be on the safe side. So for the first time ever, I'm taking out this S Pen, and I can already tell you that this thing is built more solidly, definitely built more solidly than the S Pen of the Note 9, 8, 7, all three Notes that I had. So screen off memo right here. You probably know about this by now. Introduced a couple of editions ago, where I can just write anything I want down here and keep it pinned to. That is terrible. I can't erase it though. That's the great thing. And I can just keep it pinned here to my home screen. So if you're making a shopping list, for example, let's see, I don't know, milk, bread. You can't forget Oreos. It's an important part of any championship meal, any championship diet. All right, you can obviously change the width of your pen tip here. So if I keep writing here, you will see that got a little bit thicker. And of course you can change the color if you want as well. I think I'm going to keep it with this blue to match the S Pen. So let's see here. Let's jump right into the OS and use my fingerprint. Is this feature worth? Okay. All right. Cool. So let's play around with this a little bit. I am not going to be sticking to the stock launcher. The stock launcher has come a long way. It is very good, and for most people there will be absolutely no reason to change that. But if you are into ultra customization, like I am, I'm going to be throwing Nova Launcher onto here and making it look a little bit more like my S10, but I'll do that a little bit later here. I'm also going to be changing these to the swipe gestures, which I prefer. So pull down the quick panel here, and you see you've got most of your same options that you had before, and there should be a couple of new things. Well, first of all, always just turn on Dolby Atmos. Let's see, I'll keep it on auto. Yeah, I'd always just keep that on for when you're watching videos or listening to any type of really audio content or videos from your gallery, etc. There should be, let's see what else we got here. Secure folders, obviously useful. That's not new. I'm looking for the screen recorder. Here it is. So this is new, obviously. Let's see, allow, blah, 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 allow. All right, this is new with the Note 10, and I think it is very, very useful. I'm not going to record right now, but, oop. All right, stop. Okay, so this is going to be useful, obviously. Long overdue. You could still record your screen using third-party apps before, but this is going to be a lot more useful. And I think you can also use the front camera and have your face on there when you're recording. Obviously, you can choose to include your audio or not include it. Let's see here. Let's go straight into settings and see what we've got. Well, first of all, you know what? I really like dark mode, and I'm going to be playing with that too using what is the name of that app? That Samsung app where you can change what the quick panel looks like. You can change a lot of customizations. You download it through the Galaxy app. Oh, good luck. Yes, that's what I'm going to be changing it with. But I'm going to turn on until then night mode, because I am all about dark modes on apps and dark modes on really everything. You know, your home screen and your settings menu and anywhere I can get it, basically. And I'm thrilled that YouTube, Twitter, etc. all have dark modes now. And then let us go through the settings. Here we go. All right, so nothing really new here. I will be going into that wallpapers and themes. Love changing themes and wallpapers, etc. Digital well-being, I think they're constantly adding to this. I should probably be paying more attention to that than I do. Let's see what else we got here. Let's go to advanced features. So in advanced features, obviously you're going to see S Pen commands here. Air actions, obviously you've heard about that, where, you know, without even touching the screen with your S Pen, you can change the camera mode, flip between front facing camera and rear camera, etc. Unlock with S Pen remote. And let's see here, screen off memo. Really going to keep all of these on. All right, yes, I do like the vibration and the sound, and I can already tell that the haptics are a little bit better on the Note 10 than they were on previous Galaxy devices. And they were fine on previous Galaxy devices, but I feel like it's just a little bit tighter. All right. Advanced features is pretty much the same, really, as you've seen before. Screenshots and screen recorder. Let's see. Screenshot toolbar, we'll keep that on. Delete shared screenshots, interesting. Screen recorder settings, let's go into that. Media sounds and mic, no sounds. Okay, so that's cool. I mean, you can obviously play with these. You can even adjust the selfie video that's recording with your screenshot. You can adjust the size of that. Really cool. So they introduced the screen recorder, and they didn't just throw one on there. I think they thought about it a little bit. So that's pretty cool. Let's see what else we got here in settings. All right, advanced features, motions and gestures. These are all the regular motions and gestures. These have nothing to do with the S Pen motions and gestures. And look, what I'm trying to do is maybe just show you a few things that you don't find on every single Note 10 unboxing or review, because there are things you can get everywhere, like, you know, how to use the S Pen, the new S Pen features, or what else, camera comparisons, things like that. So I'm going to be doing some reviews of a couple of cases as well, including the official Samsung leather case for this, and maybe one other. And I think I already mentioned to you, I'm going to be taking this phone around and seeing how that Aura Glow looks in regular everyday usage, not in these, you know, these fancy reviews where they're trying to show how extra that color is. So I mean, the settings menu, aside from a couple of new ones and advanced features, and obviously the S Pen options here, those are the only things that are really new. And this pen proximity alert is very useful. That's been on for a couple of iterations as well, but I keep that on because you don't want to lose this S Pen. It's probably not super expensive, but with the extra sensors in it now, and it's built a little bit better, you don't want to risk losing it, and who knows how expensive it ends up being. You can use multiple S Pens, as this says. You can pair it with another S Pen. I thought I had my Note 9 S Pen, because I got rid of the Note 9, but I didn't. But somehow I've got the coral blue Note 7 S Pen laying around. So if I wanted to pair it with that, I could, I guess. Yeah, so that's about it. I mean, honestly, the S Pen, including all of its new features, it's just going to be a matter of making yourself use them till you're used to it. And once you're used to it, you're going to love it, and you're going to be using them pretty often, really. So that's that. Not really too much new that's not on previous Galaxy devices, but I think I just read that pre-orders for the Note 10 have already doubled the Note 9. So this is going to be popular. It's a really nice device. Let's take another look here at, let me put this S Pen back. Let's take another look at that gorgeous Aura Glow. It is really nice. Now, it is going to be a bit of a fingerprint magnet compared to my Prism White S10 here, but really I don't think it's going to be as bad as I thought it would be. I don't know if you all remember the Sony Z5 Premium in that chrome finish that was literally a mirror. Now that was a fingerprint magnet. This hides it a little bit better. I mean, it's not great, but it hides it a little bit better. Maybe not quite as good as the Prism White, but you know, this is a very unique color, obviously, and you're gonna turn heads, that's for sure. Everyone's gonna know you got the new Note. So, all right, that's it for this little unboxing, walking through the settings and so forth. Let me know in the comments if there's anything else specific that you want me to show you. Again, things that are available everywhere. You know, I don't think there's much bother in me showing you those, but I will have a little bit more Note 10 coverage coming up. I'm going to review a couple of cases and again talk about that color a little bit more. And who knows, maybe do one or two tutorials about how to do certain things, how to execute certain features on here, if you guys want. So yeah, thanks for watching. Again, let me know in the comments below if there's anything specific you want, and take care.